Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of A Little Dash of Therese, where I keep making these wonderful meals, but I constantly keep forgetting to record what I've made. So I'm going to be starting halfway through my prep here. I'm grilling a steak with mushrooms, Brussels sprouts, and a grilled peach. Trying for the first time to do a lot of these things, so let's see how it goes. Starting with our steak, this was a New York loin strip that was on sale. Nice marbling, a little bit of fat to give it some juiciness. I started off by patting the blood off with a paper towel and then salting both sides of the steak and letting it rest uncovered in the fridge for the past few hours. I've recently pulled it out to let it come to room temperature. And over here, I've already done the prep on my portobello mushrooms. I removed the stems, wiped them with a damp paper towel just to get any extra dirt off. And then I've got Brussels sprouts in just a little makeshift foil bowl since I'm putting everything on the grill. Now for the Brussels sprouts, I've already peeled them and cut them in half. So I'm going to put just a little balsamic on them, some salt, pepper, a splash of olive oil, and a splash of water, and then a little bit of butter. Now we'll just set this aside. And we're going to prepare our mushroom and peach. By the way, I whipped this together in about 5 minutes out of what am I hungry for? And this was it. So we're just going to gently brush the olive oil, spread it around, give it a nice even coating. If you want, you can remove the gills, but I personally don't mind the gills, so I'm just leaving them as is. We'll set those to the side. And now we're going to cut our peach in half to pit it. Such a lovely cut. And we're just going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil on that too, just to help with it sticking on the grill. Now we're going to start putting things on the grill. I'm starting with my Brussels sprouts. My grill is currently set to about 350 degrees, by the way. I'm getting my mushrooms on. Oil side down first, and now my peaches. I'm holding off on my steak for just a few minutes because I like a nice rare steak. If you like a more medium to well, you can put your steak on at the same time depending on the thickness and how done you like it. Alright. Now I'm going to season my steak just a little more. I picked up a nice, simple steak rub. I normally make a more fancy one, but I feel like being lazy. You want to make sure you season your fat. Now, for those of you who are wondering why I'm just cooking one steak, it is because my husband is not home with me right now. So just the one nice, lovely steak. Now we're checking on our peaches and our mushroom, and oh, what a lovely mushroom. Ooh. Oh, they're tender now. Look at that. Flip the peaches. Brussel sprouts are looking good. Put the sprouts over the direct heat for a little, just so they sear up a bit. Let's flip the mushrooms. Alright, it's been a couple minutes since we flipped everything, so we're just going to move our mushrooms off to the side. We're going to move our peaches towards the side. Brussels sprouts more towards the center. And now we're going to put our steak on, and I'm putting it on fat side down first, just to give that a nice sear. We're going to let that go for about a minute, and then we'll start turning. Turn our steak nice and flat. And then if you like having that diamond grill marking, you got your lines. Turn it the other way to get your diamond. Next diamond. They're going to be kind of like my dessert for the night. Now we're going to pull our steak off so it can rest. And I'm going to pull the Brussels sprouts. I'm going to need 2 hands for this, so be patient. Alright, our steak has been resting for a few minutes. Now, like I said, I love a really rare steak. So we're going to give this a cut and take a look at the inside. Most people prefer it more done than that, but that's perfect for me. Alright, and this is everything plated up, ready to go. I've got my Brussels sprouts, my mushroom, steak, and the peaches set aside for my dessert. I hope you guys enjoy. Remember, cook your steak to your preferred doneness. I just like mine as rare as you see it. Alright, bon appetit!